Bees and the backbone of our food supply. Why pollination matters more than you think. By Peace Loves Sunshine. Bees may be small, but they are central to one of the largest systems sustaining life in the United States. Our food supply. Every day, millions of bees move quietly from flower to flower, performing a service that goes largely unseen yet feeds an entire nation. Pollination is not just a biological process. It's the hidden infrastructure behind agriculture, ecosystems, and food security. Without bees, much of the American diet would vanish, and the agricultural economy would be forced to its knees. More than 100 key food crops depend on animals for pollination. Out of those animal pollinators, bees are by far the most effective and essential. They uniquely adapted to the task. Their fuzzy bodies are built to trap and carry pollen, and many species exhibit flower constancy, meaning they focus on one type of flower at a time, increasing pollination efficiency. From apple orchards in Washington to almond groves in California and blueberry fields in Michigan, bees are at work, often trucked across the country to pollinate crops in bloom. Roughly 1 in every 3 bites of food Americans consume exists because of pollinators. This includes not only fruits and vegetables but also nuts, seeds, and even livestock feed like alfalfa and clover. Without pollination, yields of many crops would plummet, and diversity in our diets would shrink dramatically. The economic value of pollination services in the U.S. is estimated at over $15 billion annually, with honeybees responsible for the lion's share of that figure. Commercial beekeeping is not just a honey business. It is a rented workforce for agriculture, with over 2 million managed colonies transported across the country each year. Despite their importance, bees, both managed and wild, are under serious threat. Several major factors are to blame. Pesticides, especially neonicotinoids, which impair bees' navigation, foraging, and reproduction. Habitat loss, due to urbanization, monoculture farming, and development. Climate change, which disrupts flowering times and bee emergence cycles. Parasites and disease, including the destructive varroa mite and nosema fungus. Equally concerning is the decline of native wild bees, like bumblebees and solitary species, which are also crucial to pollination. Many of these native bees are more efficient pollinators than honey bees for specific crops, yet their habitats are disappearing fast. The collapse of pollinator populations isn't just an environmental issue, it's a food security issue. As pollinators vanish, crop yields drop, food prices rise, and our diets become less nutritious. Imagine grocery store shelves without fresh berries, tree fruits, or nuts. Even dairy and meat would be impacted, since livestock rely on pollinator-dependent forage crops. The good news is that pollinator health can be restored with public awareness, political will, and ecological responsibility. Here's what helps: banning or limiting harmful pesticides and adopting pollinator-safe agricultural practices. Restoring wildflower habitat along roadsides, farms, and urban areas. Supporting local beekeepers and organic farmers who use bee-friendly methods. Planting native flowers and reducing lawn monocultures in yards and cities. Passing legislation like the Monarch and Pollinator Highway Act or local pollinator protection ordinances. On a broader level, rebuilding pollinator resilience also means rethinking our entire food system. Favoring biodiversity over monoculture, decentralizing food production, and recognizing ecological services as public goods. Thank you for watching. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet.